The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Here's how they'll line things up on the defensive side of the ball for Oakland. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Off the draw, here's Michel. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3 and out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Stewart. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Delay of game, offense.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And the offensive starters here for the Raiders.
In the NFL, we love to talk about bloodlines and how important they can be. And for Zay Jones, he's got a terrific one. His dad, Robert, longtime linebacker in the NFL, big time with the Dallas Cowboys. And his uncle, Jeff Blake, a starting quarterback in the NFL at one point. What if he played catch with Uncle Jeff in the backyard a few times growing up?
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there heals a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Noah Spence in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term,
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 41, Trubisky gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
We're scoreless after one. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. They'll run on first down. Michel. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down now, Michel, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky, and he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Stewart on 1st and 10. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now this throw caught left side.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Ready, ready.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Pollard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Squeeze. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Joker.
2nd and 2. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Stewart on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit. And he's going to go down again.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky got a man open. That's Harry. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he's got his target. That's more. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Throwing here, Trubisky, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Now Trubisky on first down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And this one is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got... to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got number 2.
They'll go again to Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run it with Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stewart. He'll get this one to Switzer. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Ronald Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And some...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Avery Williamson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Trubisky. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they try to sweep to Jones. Fancy footwork at the 45. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Now on 2nd and 16. Trubisky got Gordon open, completes it. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 49 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Now looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Trubisky. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Back now in the East Bay. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they will run it with Michelle. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Trubisky. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And right now, a lot to like on that screen. They've wrapped up the division, now currently sitting in the coveted number 2 spot. Of course, you want one. You'd love number 1, but if you can't have one, number 2 is pretty good.
I agree with you totally, and here's the other part, too.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 78 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Now it's Trubisky. Catch is made by Harry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They're running it. It's Michel. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Trubisky will throw. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throw left side, complete to Harry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. And you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On second and 11 now. Trubisky, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Now Trubisky to throw, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
yeah,
you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Leo!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check.
Looking to throw. Stewart. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this up. Coming 2nd down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Check 9. Let's go.
Back to throw. Stewart. And that will be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Looking to throw. Stewart. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down in the 4th quarter with a lead, but hey, you get it as a coach, you look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talk up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
Right. He's telling the right. Ready.
Stewart now on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Give him a 1st down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders. To throw is Stewart. Throwing on 1st down. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. Trubisky readies the offense. Down by 10. A little under 50 seconds to go. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10.
180. 58. Come on. Here we go. go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Trubisky to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Trubisky to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Pollard. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments.